Okay, so we are going to make a design book where we are going to learn about the elements and the principles of design. You can see I passed out 3 pieces of paper, so a small, medium, and a large. Okay, so you can see how these kind of line up with what I have. I decided I wanted a straw on this cup, and so I went ahead and added a piece. So if that's something that you needed to do, that would be perfectly fine. It's just these are kind of scaled up, and so they're all about the same proportion. So what you are selecting is an object that you like, okay? And so I would pick something fun, something that is interesting to you. It needs to have 3 details to it. And so you can see I have a lid, I have like this logo, and I have these lines on the side, okay? The lid and the lines on this side part are pretty simple, right? They're not super detailed, whereas my logo is more detailed, okay? But you need to have some kind of details. You cannot just do a ball, like a circle, and color it orange and say, hey, there's my basketball, okay? You need to have something to it because we're gonna change things about this. So we are gonna do the elements and the principles of design. And so if you look, this is my example. This is what I made last time. We're going to divide these long pieces of paper into boxes. And then this one is line, this one's shape, this one's color, form, texture, value, and space. And so those are the ones we're going to start with right now. These are the easiest to understand, okay? They're very straightforward. We're going to talk about just making a design and using lines when you do that, okay? Making a design and just using shapes, okay? So I've tried to make these look more like rectangles than just like lines on this, okay? Using color, so I did use some color theory with this, and I did complementary colors, okay, with the blue and the orange. Okay, so the most important thing is that you are picking a shape that you like. Okay, if you pick something that you don't like, this is going to be a really long project. Okay, if you pick something that you're interested in, then it's going to be way more interesting for you. Okay, I like this pink drink from Starbucks. I think this is fun. I thought the different like pieces inside of the drink would be neat. I thought the little logos and designs on the outside would be fun. You can see how with value I just used a pencil, okay, to create those lights and darks. For texture, I added some texture for different places for like the shadow on the table and the foam at the top of the cup. And then like on space, I had a table to show that there was space back there. Okay, and I made my cup where it had less liquid in there, okay, to show, you know, empty space. So this is what we're starting with right now. I would say in that paper of yours that we would be brainstorming, okay, what do I want to do for this, okay? I did make this easier on myself. If you look, I've like cut out places here, okay? So I could trace it, so that would make it easier on me, okay? And for this one, I just used the large one, okay? And that's probably what you guys will do too, just the large cup. And then the other thing that I did cut out like up here and down here for the circle. And I do want to show you to transfer, and I show all of my kids, at least ceramics when we do stuff, how to do this. If you have something that's symmetrical, which my cup is symmetrical, right? Okay. Other than me being goofy and I wanted to have my straw kind of put at the side of it, my cup is symmetrical. So the nice thing about this is I can fold this in half. And I'm just going to go ahead and trace so I can do this fast. I can draw half of it, so you kind of think of like a butterfly, okay, where each side of it's the same. Okay, so I can draw half of this cup, and you see that? And then, okay, it's better or it's easier if it's darker. Okay, so once you actually have this on here in a darker like line, then what I can do is I can use something, and this is cardstock or like poster board, so this is going to be kind of hard to transfer just with your hands, but you can rub this. I'm just rubbing it with like a marker, and you can see that it transferred this line over to this one. I didn't rub in the right place for this one. And then if you look, so a nice trick to only have to draw a part of it, right? That makes it so much easier. It makes it symmetrical. Ooh, I still didn't get the right part. But you have to have it dark enough, and you have to rub hard enough. Okay, so really fast, that made me a cup that was symmetrical. So really awesome trick. It doesn't matter that there's a fold in the middle of it. Okay, all we want is a pattern, so you don't have to draw this 7 times. You can draw it 1 time and then trace it 7 times. Okay, what else? Oh, we are also drawing this 2 more times, but we are making them smaller. Okay, so you would have a cup that is this size, and you would have a cup that is itty bitty. Okay, so depending on what you want to do. So you need an object that you like, and it needs to have 3 details to it. Okay, and I would go ahead and draw those 3 details on here. Okay, questions? That's where we're going to start.